You're so unfair.
What's unfair? Oh, that's pretty. Bright in that camera, but I guess it's alright in this camera, so I don't care. I don't care. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Fuck it, whatever. Where am I at? What the hell is this? This is all off. 10 years ago. Notebooks full of episodes. Shit, better work out one of these days. Right there. That's it. What's going on, everybody? We are back. We are back. We are back.
Yeah.
We'll do this. Try this.
Whatever.
And get this freaking microphone working for once. Let's see if that's in a good position.
Come on, man.
So they can hear. I think that's a good position for you. Hopefully. We'll find out. Are you cold? Why do
Yes,
you have
I'm
your hood
chilling.
on? Oh, goodness. Shit, I gotta deal with. We're Black White Just Sports. I'm Paz.
I'm Dante.
We're back with our newest episode. We're gonna get into it. All this stupid shit, technical difficulties I've had before the episode got me going a little bit. So we're just gonna get into it. Camera might shake a little bit because my damn freaking tripod broke. Hold the damn camera. So hey, good. Every time I touch the stupid table, now the camera's gonna shake. Great. Anyways, take a deep breath.
Please take a deep breath.
Follow us. Facebook, the page, the group, Black White Just Sports. Twitter, Instagram, Black White Just Sports. Go follow us there. And of course, we got some more views, man. I don't know if y'all finally helping or just me posting everywhere I can think to post to get some views. But we got some views this week, so hey, keep viewing on YouTube. Go subscribe to the page. Watch our episodes on there if you miss it here.
Please do.
So with that being said, we're just gonna get right on into it. As soon as I can get some stuff, we're gonna recap last week, our predictions, some of the games. Let's just play a recap. What am I doing? All right. So that's some decent games. A lot of crappy games that nobody was really interested in, and some games that turned out to be crappy for fans like myself. Where's this pen? Here we go.
Stop that match.
Alright, so the Texans-Titans was pretty good. I keep telling people, the Texans, I said this about someone else, the Colts. I thought the Colts record
We're overrated.
their record was better than what they are. I think the Texans record, they're better than what their record
They're
is.
definitely better than their record. I don't know how they're 1 in whatever.
They
1 in 5.
are 1 in 5.
They're way better than 1 in 5.
They've had a rough schedule.
They have played
I don't-
tough teams. I don't think they had one easy game yet.
Chiefs, Ravens, Steelers, Titans, Jags, and Vikings.
All
and,
contenders pretty much, except the Jaguars.
Yeah. So they've had it a bit rough, but I think they're better than 1 in 5.
They're definitely
And-
they're at least a 500 team. They
Of
should
course.
be at least 500.
I mean, of course they lost to Tennessee. Tennessee's undefeated 5-0 right now. Derrick Henry was a freaking monster. 200 rushing yards. It's ridiculous.
And you still didn't get the most fantasy points for the week.
I don't care. I got ripped off in fantasy this week anyways. For whatever reason, you went with the Texans and you was wrong. And I picked
They
the
should have
Titans.
won if they didn't give up that stupid 40-yard pass in the end of the game.
So, yeah. But again, pretty good game. But yeah, the Texans just can't get it done. I don't know what it is. I know their schedule's been tough, but yeah, everyone they've played, they just can't beat them except the stupid Jaguars, and that's not saying much because I don't know if they've won a game or if they only won one. So much for that. So yes, I was right on that one. You were wrong as usual. Ravens Eagles. We both went Ravens. This was actually closer than I thought.
Yeah, the Eagles were trying to make a comeback at the end, but for the most part of that game, the Ravens dominated the Eagles like we thought. Carson Wentz sucks.
I'm not saying he sucks. People keep saying sucks. This guy has no weapons. Besides Zach Ertz, man, he has no weapons. Come on. He's
Man,
got no run game. He's got no receivers.
Man, Brady never had no receivers, and look what he was doing.
I mean,
Name one all-star receiver Brady ever had other than Moss that one year.
Okay, was Moss.
Troy Brown.
Julian Edelman's been a Pro Bowler.
He's decent. He been Pro Bowler once.
Who's that other little white dude?
Welker.
Wes Welker. I would take him over anybody that the Eagles have.
What about Alshon Jeffrey and Zach Ertz?
Alshon Jeffrey hasn't played.
They don't even use Zach Ertz.
I don't know.
I don't know what's up with that. I think they're going to get rid of him and keep Goddard.
Yeah, it looks like it. But Zach Ertz is injured anyway, so he's down for a little bit. But yeah, I mean the Eagles made it interesting at the end, but the Ravens won like we both thought. Falcons Vikings. You picked the Falcons. You were actually right. You got them bums actually won. I went with the Vikings.
The Falcons are another team that's better than their record.
No, they're not.
The Falcons are better than 1-5.
They're
man.
not.
They are one of the best, probably the second best offense in football.
What was
with Ridley,
was
Julio, Gurley, Ertz, and all that?
They're not good.
Julio's back. They won't keep losing games. You see the numbers Julio put up in his first game back: 2 TDs, 100-something yards. By the way, I got him on my fantasy too.
Yeah, nobody cares about your fantasy. I heard that the Falcons might consider shopping Julio and Matt Ryan. I saw that somewhere.
That's the dumbest in the world. And get what?
I mean, Matt Ryan's not the answer, so they might as well shop that guy and move on.
Okay, well then Baker ain't the answer.
We'll get to that. But yeah, Matt Ryan's not the answer. They led him to 1 Super Bowl his whole career, which, I mean, hey, I guess that's pretty good.
That's tough to do. You acting like you supposed to go to Super Bowl every year.
I mean, at least be a contender, and they have.
They were a contender for years.
Not really. They were good for a couple years.
How you think he got his name, Matty Ice? Cold in the clutch situation.
Because he always freezes when the time matters.
Whatever. He's cold with it. Still a top 10 quarterback.
No.
Yeah,
I don't even have him.
Matt Ryan or Tannehill.
I'll take Ryan Tannehill right now.
Man, get out of here, man. Matt Ryan's top 5 in passing yards.
I'm taking Tannehill over Matt
Fitzpatrick
Ryan
or Matt Ryan.
Fitzpatrick has been a career backup.
Kirk Cousins or Matt Ryan.
I never liked Kirk Cousins.
Okay, well, this ain't about what you like. It's about who's better.
Is Kirk Cousins top 10? No.
Burrow or Matt Ryan?
I would take Burrow.
See,
right
I'm
now.
not talking to you no more. Come on with the
for the future.
Man.
I would definitely go.
We're not
Burrow.
talking about no future. We talking about for this season.
The Falcons aren't going to the Super Bowl. They're not going to the playoffs. I would definitely take Joe Burrow this season.
Are the Bengals even going to win 4 games?
They might not, but so.
And he has weapons. Burrow has weapons. I don't want to hear that
either.
either.
Falcons end up with
8-8.
6 games. That's where I'm going. They're going to win 6 games. Bengals may end up with 4.
5.
4 or 5. Okay. I'm taking Joe Burrow because the Falcons are going nowhere fast. The Bengals at least have some upside. Matt Ryan has no upside to him. He's on the downslope of his career. He's not going to get
the
better.
Super Bowl the year
that was like 4
last.
years ago.
That was in 2018, man.
It was not 18.
Yes, it was.
Listen, I'm taking Joe Burrow over Matt Ryan right now. Browns Steelers. This was just embarrassing. We both went Browns, and I went Browns, and I don't know why.
I picked with my heart instead of my head. It won't happen again.
That's exactly where I went.
It will not happen again.
I'm not doing it no more. I did it with the Cowboys too. It was just ridiculous. This is. Listen, here's the thing. If I can get there. I've been a supporter of Baker Mayfield since he took over for Tyrod Taylor, 2 years ago now. I think he's in his 3rd season.
Yep. Excuse me.
That's gross. Thanks for being gross. I've been a supporter of this guy since he came in. I mean, I didn't have him as my quarterback being drafted when the Browns had the number 1 pick. But I would have got it wrong anyways. I was thinking about Josh Rosen, and that guy's he's barely in the league at this point, so I was really wrong. But I wasn't on high on Baker, but when he got in and started playing well, I was a supporter, and I'm like, this is the guy for the future. He's got to be this, that, and the third. This guy is not the guy of the future. He's not. Come to the conclusion, I'm not going to live in fantasy world anymore.
You done with him. You giving up.
Listen, this guy, and I don't want to hear that, oh, he's had 3 different coaches. Okay, good and fine and dandy. That doesn't mean that you have to fucking lose your shit in the pocket when the pocket's barely even closing on you. He's always chopping his feet, losing his poise. He can't see over the line, so he's good in rollout situations. Other than that, he's overthrowing receivers. Holds on to the ball too long. I'll give it. Our guard was out. What the hell is his name? Teller, I think. Teller was out. So he was rated like the best guard in football up and coming into that week. He was out. I'll give him that. But the line is still pretty good. This guy holds on to the ball too long. Gets skittish in the pocket. Can't see over the line. Throws interception after every game. This man has an interception.
Have you given up on Baker Mayfield?
I'm ready to move on.
So you're giving up. Just say you've given up.
Yeah, okay.
You've given up on Baker
Listen,
Mayfield.
I don't believe in the guy. I don't believe he's
So he's an average quarterback, or what is he? Is he an average quarterback?
Average, maybe, at best.
Him or Matt Ryan? Matt Ryan. So I don't
I'd
even
probably
know.
take Matt Ryan right now. And I don't like Matt Ryan, so that's saying a lot.
But Matt Ryan don't get freakish in the pocket. Matt Ryan don't
one
overthrow
touchdown,
receivers.
2 interceptions as usual. Another game with another interception.
Okay, let's give him some slack. He did play one of the best defenses and pass rushes in football. He wasn't going to throw for 300 yards against Pittsburgh. We all knew that. So let's cool it a little bit.
Here's the thing. Number one,
the Steelers don't let quarterbacks throw for 400 yards on them. Their pass rush is too good. Dupree, Bush, Watt, Hayward, they're not about to just let a quarterback sit back there and torch them. It's not going to happen. Tannehill's going to feel that this week.
Listen, I understand that, but let's be real. Against good defenses, he's been absolutely terrible.
Who is good against good defenses?
Let me finish. The Ravens, Steelers, you expect not to be the best games, but he's been absolutely terrible. Against bad teams, he's been okay. And against a good team, he's been okay. He's average against bad
I just said that
teams.
he's an average quarterback. He's a C
right
or
now,
a D.
He's a D for me right now.
But you think overall he's a C? He's just an average quarterback.
I'll give him a C overall. But right now, listen, if people don't give up on him, we're 4-2 despite Baker Mayfield.
I kind of agree with that. It's not because of Baker. We're 4-2 because of Chubb and defense.
We're 4-2 because of Chubb and Hunt
and Odell,
and then Odell at least one of them games. I'll tell you what, this offense, in my opinion,
needs to be broken up.
No, not that. Oh. They're a little bit in trouble without Chubb. I thought they'd be okay without Hunt and okay without Chubb and just Hunt. They don't seem to be that okay without Chubb in the lineup. Hunt has been a leading rusher in the back, a leading running back in the league before with the Chiefs.
Was a star with the Chiefs. He was the top 5 player.
I figured they'd be all right with him, Justin, but they're not. They're not because Baker can't get it done, and it doesn't look. How many fucking rushes did Kareem Hunt only had 13 rushes? I mean, they fell behind quick. What are you gonna do? But I mean, come on now. They had under 20 rushes. No, never mind. Johnson got. So they had under 25 rushings as a team for the whole game.
You can't run the ball if you're playing from behind the whole game.
Listen, Baker got pulled, the third quarter?
He got pulled because of his ribs. It wasn't because of his play.
Ribs. It should have been because of his play.
No, his ribs are hurt bad. The coach said he didn't want to see him get hit anymore, and I don't blame him.
If it was that bad, they should have never played him against the Steelers.
He gives them a better chance to win than Case Keenum, dude. Really? He had to start him.
Does he?
Or unless you're just giving up the loss, then just give up the game. Then
I mean, listen, you
play to win.
They probably weren't going to beat the Steelers.
No, they weren't. No matter who started, unless they had Deshaun Watson and somebody.
Some people on the line. They're missing their guard. Baker is apparently beat up. Chubb isn't here. If he didn't practice all week, just sit him for the game. Take the loss, whatever. You're 4-2. You're still in the hunt for the playoffs. Let Case Keenum get knocked around a little bit if need be.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you something. If the Browns lose to the Bengals on Sunday, are they done?
As far as what, the playoffs?
Yeah.
It'll be close.
Because it's only going to get tougher. They still got to play the Steelers again, the Ravens again. So that's probably 2 losses.
Listen, they play. Were we talking about this last week? Let me see. Where's the Browns at? So they play Bengals this week. The Raiders.
Tough.
Good chance that's a loss. Texans, that can go either way. Like I said, their schedule has been tougher than.
Eagles will be healthy by the end.
Eagles
Tough.
Is the Texans and Eagles are a toss up for me.
The Raiders are tough too.
The records are. I honestly think they're
that's
probably
a tough
lose
game.
To the Raiders. I think they might just lose.
Okay, keep going. The Jaguars maybe they.
Hold on, you can cut me off, sir. All I'm saying is Texans, Eagles, their records suck, but they're better than what they are.
They're better
Eagles, but the Eagles have been in every.
They'll be healthy by then. That's
Jags
still 3
should be
weeks
a
from
win.
now. Titans
will be a
no.
loss.
Ravens
a
lost. Giants
should
maybe.
be a win.
Jets
should.
should.
Steelers,
Okay, so for sure wins they got left. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's only giving them 7 wins. That's not enough.
Yeah, I know.
So they're gonna have to beat one of these good teams.
They need to beat the Bengals.
That's not a gimme. The Bengals played them tough the first game. That's not a gimme.
I'm not giving them any games right now. They don't.
They got 2 gimme wins. That's 2 with 3.
So,
I don't think the Jaguars are gonna be a gimme. Honestly,
the Jets, Giants, and Jags should be gimmies.
So that's 3 wins. That's only 7 wins. That's not enough in the AFC. They need at least 9 wins. They need at least 9 wins. I prefer 10, but they need at least 9 wins. So if the Browns don't win Sunday, they're finished.
They're probably finished for the playoff. Right?
And I hear a lot of commentators saying they're picking the Bengals. Aren't they in Cincinnati?
I think they're in Cincinnati.
Yeah, the Browns
but
in
the
trouble.
Browns are only favored by I think 3 points.
The Browns are in trouble.
So, like I said, me personally, Baker's not that guy. He's not the quarterback to take.
So they need to draft a quarterback or make a trade.
Their best bets.
So they got to start all over drafting a quarterback? And Baker's only in his 3rd year?
The problem with me, what upsets me right now is they have so much talent. Odell, Landry, Hooper, Chubb, and Hunt. And Njoku's an idiot. Get him out of here.
No, he's not. He's better than Hopper. They just don't use him.
No, he's not.
See, he is. He's way more athletic. They don't use him.
He can't catch.
He can catch.
Fantasy.
And you gave up on him after 1 game.
I had him in fantasy for 2 years, and he's had so many drop passes. He was pretty good in the end zone or the red zone, but dropped so many passes. He's not that good. But yeah, I don't think Baker's the future, and that sucks because this was probably our best window. I'm not giving up on them yet, but nothing's guaranteed, especially with the schedule that they have and some teams that they come across. We'll see what happens, man. It's a big disappointment, and I'm probably not picking them much more from here on out. To be honest, I'm not using my heart anymore because I did that with this game. Probably should have went up Steelers, is what I was thinking in the first place. But okay, Browns are in trouble. Bengals, Colts. The Bengals were up big. I think they were up like 20 points at one point. The Colts came back. Again, I don't think the Colts are that good. Joe Burrow still looks pretty impressive. I don't know why this isn't showing stuff anymore.
Because it's all right there.
Well, no, I had to bring up something else. Damn it. I just want to see.
Bengals ought to be shamed for giving up a 3-touchdown lead, man, to the fucking Colts. What offense do they have? T.Y. Hilton's done. He's on his last
Joe Burrow has
legs.
another 300-yard game. I mean, he's like a consistent 300-yard game. And the guy looks like he's going to be
That's ridiculous. Special. Oh, yeah, and A.J. Green's back.
So,
A.J. 8 catches, 96 yards.
So
go pick him up in fantasy.
We both had the Bengals. We were both wrong.
No, we should have won. They gave up a 3-touchdown lead.
You went Lions. I went Jags. Minshew Mania did not come through.
That shit is over with. He's a decent quarterback at best.
Bears Panthers. You went Panthers. You were wrong. I went the Bears. Somehow they continue to win. The Bears aren't that good to me.
They're really not at all. Other than Allen Robinson, they stink.
What are they, undefeated right now, aren't they?
No, they're 5-1.
I forgot they lost last week. Washington lost to the Giants, which is terrible. You actually went to Giants, huh? I don't know how that happened. Broncos Patriots. Broncos won.
And we both lost.
And we both lost to that one. Patriots did nothing that game. They were just bad. 12 points.
Right, against the Broncos.
Broncos defense isn't terrible, but it shouldn't give you fucking.
No, they don't even got Von Miller. Their defense is not that good. It should not be that hard to score on the freaking Buccaneers. I mean, on the Broncos.
He's the leading rusher with 76 yards. I mean, at the end of the day, he can't do everything. He was the leading rusher, and he didn't pass for nothing. Under 160 yards, that's not going to get it done. Dolphins, Jets, we both went Dolphins. We're both right on that. I'll tell you what, man. They put in Tua because it was a blowout. And this Dolphins team isn't spectacular.
They're 500 for a reason.
They're 500.
Because of Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And Ryan Fitzpatrick, of course, is not the future of this team. We all know that.
Gives them the best chance to win right now.
I mean, he's got this team to 500. Let this man finish out
the season. That's ridiculous.
Like,
I totally disagree with them benching Ryan Fitzpatrick. He got them to 500. No one in the world thought that the Dolphins would be 500 at 6 games in. They're 3-3. Now you bring in a rookie who don't know the offense, who don't have no chemistry, who don't know, coming off an ACL, major injury, and you just throwing them in there because of popularity and all. That's a business move. Listen, I'm telling you what it is.
I honestly,
they're doing that because they think fans want to see him and the league.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, but there's not fans really in the stands at this point anyway.
It's not fair to Ryan Fitzpatrick, man. He's done nothing wrong, and he made a statement and said he's kind of hurt about this, and I don't blame him. I led y'all to 500, and y'all benching me for a rookie that's never played, that's coming off a major injury. I don't understand it.
The 3-3, the Dolphins are 3-3. The Bills are 4-2. Do I think they'll catch the Bills? No, I don't. I think the Bills are a good team this year. But they have a chance at the fucking wild card. At worst, they can get into the wild card. And I don't see Tua coming in here and just being lights out his first game in week 7. Ride it out with Fitzpatrick. Let Tua continue to learn. Let him continue to rest and heal. And just shit. I mean, at least you have a shot at the playoffs. Do I think Fitzpatrick's going to lead him to a Super Bowl? No. But I mean, I'll be surprised if they win 7 games with Tua. To be honest with you, so. Hey, Fitzpatrick, you did what you did. You are a career backup, so it is what it is. But I think they pulled the trigger too fast for Tua. Oh, excuse me. And we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'll give them 7 wins if that. I don't think Tua's coming in and winning a lot of games. So we shall see what happens. Packers, Bucks. You went the Bucks. I went Packers. Packers got their ass whooped. Tom Brady looking like he's like 20 years old right now.
I went who?
You went the Buccaneers. I went Packers. Tom Brady, 166 yards, 2 touchdowns for Brady. Rodgers had just about the same, but no touchdowns. Yeah. Gronk actually stepped up. Looked like his old self. 5 receptions, 78 yards, and a touchdown. Jones.
That's great numbers for a tight end. Jones is a beast. Fournette won't play no more, just to let you know. So they got him for no reason. They might as well get rid of him because Jones is killing. I know Fournette is salty. His career is pretty.
Speaking of Jones for the Packers only had 15 yards rushing.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing for me. I got him in our league. He didn't do that freaking thing. They be using Jamal Williams more. I hate that.
That ain't gonna get it done.
That's really
that
not.
Man has 10 rushes for.
Aaron Jones needs to touch the ball more than Jamal Williams.
Yes.
So Packers, y'all need to get that together. Aaron Jones need to touch the ball, man.
Listen, that's probably a big reason why.
That is a big reason why they right. That's ridiculous. So he's a backup for a reason. He's not better than Aaron Jones or nowhere near.
Rams 49ers, we were both wrong on this. The 49ers came out with a win.
They're getting healthy. That's what that is. They're getting healthy.
Yeah, Garoppolo's back, I believe.
Kittle's back. Debo's back. Only person they missing is Sherman. 49ers is a playoff team when they're healthy. Yeah, so when they get healthy, I'm going to start picking them.
Garoppolo 268 for 3 touchdowns.
Because if they were healthy, I would have picked the 49ers.
Fucking, I'm so mad, Ron. Fucking giving Kittles bullshit. There's going to be.
You act like I had a shitty tight end before that. Listen, I had Waller, who's a top 5 tight end.
He's not Kittles.
No, he's not Kittles, but he's still going to put up some. I still would be a top 3 player in this league.
No more.
Without Kittles, I was before I made that trade. I was undefeated.
You would have lost to me without Kittles. So
yeah, I give you that. That's one loss. Everybody else I beat, but I only had Kittles for 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
I would take that one.
Before then, I was 3-0. I beat everyone who I faced before Kittle. Y'all fail to realize that. So don't act like Kittles is just making my season. I was undefeated before I had him.
He's making your season.
No, he's not. He gave me 1 game to tie you.
Jared Goff didn't. Oh shit. 200 for 2 yards or 2 touchdowns. Henderson 88. I mean, they're decent. It's just 49ers were better on this day. Chiefs Bills was a pretty good game. Chiefs ended up dominating in the run game. The second half, they went.
They should use Heller more
with the run.
He's gonna win Rookie of the Year.
That's what got him over the top is the run game this week, which is surprising.
And they're gonna have Le'Veon. Yeah, Chiefs need to run more. Stop putting so much pressure on Mahomes.
We're gonna see what happens. I mean, they got a pretty stacked backfield right now. They got a few players that they're going through right now, regardless. And now they got Le'Veon Bell. I mean, we'll see how he works out, man. I'm not sold that he's gonna just come in and kill.
I mean, I'm not saying he's gonna be the Pittsburgh Le'Veon Bell, but I think he's gonna be productive. I think he's gonna be better than what he was with the Jets.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's not saying much.
I think they're gonna use him in the passing game more because he can catch. I think they'll probably use him. They'll probably use him on third downs.
Oh, shit.
They'll probably use Le'Veon on third downs. Because Heller's a beast. Heller's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year.
You got Heller. You got Williams.
Williams probably won't come back. He set out because he's probably done, especially if they keep Le'Veon. If Le'Veon has a rest good of the season, they're going to keep him and resign him.
Josh Allen was
mediocre. Right, he was mediocre.
122, 2 touchdowns.
And Singletary don't even get used. Why don't they use him? I don't understand that. 10 carries, man? For your number one running back, 10 carries, and he's a talented dude.
It was a wet day too. So, but yeah, the Chiefs took over with the run game in that second half. Man.
You picked the Bills, didn't you?
We both went Chiefs.
Oh.
And then lastly, again, I went with my damn heart. Fucking Cowboys got their ass smacked. I don't know. This team's kind of in shambles right now. Dalton they didn't put up bad numbers, 266 and a touchdown, but I think most of that was in garbage time. Kind of felt like Elliott fumbled like 3 times that game. He only got 50 yards. Cooper had put up his numbers, 7 for 79. Lamb put up his numbers. Schultz doing his thing. Where was Gallup? Gallup didn't do much. He only had 2 catches. Fucking Kyler Murray. I mean, numbers all right. 188 for 2 touchdowns. Stupid Drake had 164 yards. Had a stupid touchdown at the end of the game to make me lose in fantasy. Bastard. And Hopkins, puts up his numbers. 73 yards. Cowboys. I mean, this division's trash. Somebody has to win.
Dallas will still win the division if Dalton plays how he's supposed to.
If Wentz turns it around,
it's too late.
I think the Eagles. It's not. What's the?
They play each other week after next, and then we'll see.
What is he? 1-4-1. I mean, they're
2 games behind. That tie's gonna hurt them bad.
1 game behind.
You have to count the tie. That's 2 games. That's not a win. A tie's not a win. They're 2 games behind Dallas. Like I said, it'll decide a lot when they play each other in 2 weeks.
I mean,
they play Dallas plays the Redskins this week, and then they play the Eagles after that. So a lot's going to be determined in that week 9 matchup.
You got the rumors coming out that people aren't happy with the coaching staff.
With who, the Eagles?
No, the Cowboys. They're saying that they can't adjust on the fly.
It's the defense. That's all it is. If the Cowboys can play just a little bit of defense, they would be undefeated.
Number one,
they would be undefeated.
The Cowboys lost, I think, 2 starting offensive line attack.
That hurts.
And
they don't have their number 1 corner.
They're hurt on defense a little bit.
Sean Lee's out. Rouzier's out.
Sean Lee's always hurt.
They just got Vander Esch back that game. That was his first game of the year.
This defense is terrible. They gotta get something done. I don't know.
It's the defense. It's not the offense. The offense got them their 2 wins.
But
it's strictly the defense. That's their only problem. If the Cowboys had a little bit of defense, they would be undefeated.
Listen, look at. I'm not saying that. Look, they went down to the Browns. They were down to the Browns by like 21 points, and
they came back to cut the lead to 6 until the last 2 minutes of the game when the Browns scored a garbage touchdown.
Here's the thing: the Browns have a bad defense too. So
Browns defense ain't as bad as Dallas's. Nowhere near.
It ain't much better.
The Browns ain't giving up 30, 40 points every week. Dallas has gave up 30 points every single game this season. Every game. The Browns have not given up nowhere near that many points. Nowhere near. I think the Browns have given up 30 points once, and it was just this week. Dallas gave up 30 points to every team they've played this season. That's awful. If Dallas just give up 20, even 24 points, they're undefeated. They only lost to the Chiefs. They only lost to the Seahawks by a touchdown. They only lost to the... this was their first blowout loss. Dallas' first loss. That was a blowout. Every other team they've lost by 10 points or less.
right there. If that's, but yeah, I mean, they got some problems all around. Mike McCarthy doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing.
Mike McCarthy, I think, is doing a good job. It's not him. It's the defense. He does not control the defense.
No, he don't.
So you can't put that on him. It's not him.
Let's see. Where do they rank? Is the Browns are apparently
Right.
Dallas is. I mean, the Browns are only 2 ahead.
But the Browns aren't giving up 30 points every game. The Browns done that one time.
No, they definitely have.
Dallas is giving up 30 points every single game. Every game. The Browns have given up 30 points once, maybe twice. They haven't given up 30 points every game.
They gave up 38 to the Steelers. They gave up.
Of course, they're going to give up 38 to the Browns. That was it.
They gave up 30 to the Bengals and 30 to the Ravens. One team they didn't give up 30
Three teams out of 7 games, they gave up 33 times.
They're going into Game 7 this week. They didn't give up 30 points to Washington. Washington's trash. They didn't give up 30 points to the Colts. Colts are not that good. That's it. Everyone else up, they gave up 30 points to. They're not good either. They're giving up 30 points to everyone too. A Washington team scored 20.
Okay.
The Colts scored 23.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Whose offense is better, Dallas's or the Browns?
Right now?
Whose offense is better, Dallas or the Browns?
Right now?
All season, who's had the better offense, the Browns or Dallas?
Probably Dallas.
Probably. You really got to think about that. Probably.
I mean,
Dallas scores 30 every week.
Okay.
So why you have to think about that? Like the Browns is out here putting up major numbers.
I mean, Browns are putting up 30 points a game damn near too.
Yeah, and 6 against the fucking Steelers. With that being said, the Browns are 4-2, right?
Yeah.
What is Dallas?
2-4.
Trade defenses. Dallas is 4-2. Keep that in mind.
No.
Keep that in mind.
They
trade defenses.
Ranked,
Dallas is 4-2.
The Browns are ranked 2 spots.
Okay, but that
above.
two differential is has the Browns 4-2.
No.
It has Dallas 2-4.
It really doesn't.
2-4. I'd gladly take the Browns defense right now on that Dallas team. They wouldn't be 2-4. They'd be at least 500.
I ain't saying that much, my friend.
Get him Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett.
I mean,
they're not 2-4, dog. They're not 2-4. Van Der Esch just came back that game.
Okay, but he was still here. What, game 1 and 2? He got hurt.
No, he played the first game. He got hurt the first game.
Either way, neither one of the defenses.
Yeah, they both suck. I agree with that. Yeah, you have no arguments there. Both their defenses is trash.
All right, let's get into.
That was the last game.
Yeah. We'll get into this.
No, who won?
Oh shit! I forgot to count that for him. Do I get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Ugh, you won this week. Was it?
I'm up 3-2. Thank you.
3, 2, 1.
I appreciate you.
Whatever.
I appreciate you.
Thank
Go ahead and pick the Bengals against the Browns.
All right. This week's games: Giants, Eagles. I'm going Eagles.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Eagles Thursday. If the Giants win, I'm done. If the Eagles, then I'm gonna tell you something. If the Eagles lose this game, they're done.
I mean,
Wentz sucks. They're done. Their whole roster needs to be shot and taken out the pasture if they lose this game.
Listen, Wentz doesn't suck.
Wentz is average. He don't look much better than Baker.
He
does not look better than Baker.
He's putting up better numbers than Baker. Baker's put up over 200 yards, once a season?
Who has a better running game? All they're going to do is run the ball 100 times and make Baker throw it 10 times a game. Whose fault is that?
I'm not even an Eagles fan, but Carson Wentz has no off.
Okay, so this season, what is he? A D or an F? A D or an F? What is he? What grade? He's not a C. So what are he, a D or an F?
Let me see his stats. I haven't watched every single game.
Look at their record.
Okay, we're 4-2 despite freaking Baker. What are you saying?
Okay, and they have Miles Sanders, who's better than arguably better than Chubb. So what are you saying?
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Miles Sanders is a top 10 running back in fantasy. What are you talking about?
You said
He had 118 yards on 9 carries.
Did you just say Sanders is
I
better
said
than Chubb?
arguably.
There's not even no argue about it. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Look up the numbers.
Nick Chubb barely lost the rushing title last year.
He'll never win a rushing title.
Yes, he will.
No, he won't. Not with the Browns.
93 yards, 4 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. So he's not having a great year. He's not. But
So he's a D. You gave Baker a D. Wentz is a D, right? They're both Ds. Yeah, okay, all right, thank you. They're both Ds.
Either way.
Now keep going.
Where'd you go? Eagles? Oh,
We both went Eagles.
yeah, you said, oh, if they lose this week. Okay.
They are done. They suck.
But who said they weren't? We're talking about, like, you acting like they are.
I'm not impressed by the Eagles at all.
Nobody
on their roster is good to me, except for Miles Sanders.
Panthers Saints.
Come on, man. Are you serious? He's back this week. It's over. It's a blowout. Mark it.
They ain't want no blowout.
It's a blowout. The Panthers don't stand a freaking chance in hell. And Gamar's back.
Bills, Jets, this shouldn't even
Come on,
be
man.
close.
Blowout.
This may be a blowout. Browns, Bengals. It's going to be closer than people think, man. Well, I don't know about what people
Who are
think.
you picking with? Your head or your heart? Pick. And no need to think about it. Pick.
I'm thinking because
No, it's not no think.
they
Pick.
barely-
You said Burrow better than
Listen,
Mayfield, right?
they barely won last game, and that they had Chubb.
You just said Burrow's better than Baker, right?
I'm going to go Browns.
Oh, but Burrow better than Baker, but you gonna pick. See, that's you picking with your heart
I'm
again.
not. Who you going?
The Browns.
Okay, you're picking.
But I
with
never
your
said Burrow was better than Baker. You did.
heart. Okay. Remember you were talking about that defense? Oh, bro, I'll take that defense right there. That was you. Washington football team and the Cowboys.
You know who's gonna win this game. Mark it down.
Are you
I don't even know why you're thinking
Cowboys?
about this. Mark it for both of us.
Yeah, I'm not picking Washington. They can't even beat the stupid Giants. They trash. Packers.
Game of the week.
How is this game of the week?
The
and
Texans are a problem.
have one win.
I don't give up. Didn't you just say earlier in the beginning of the show that they're better than their record, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then. This is not going to be an
But-
easy win for Aaron
But
Rodgers.
there's still a losing team. It's game of the
Shootout.
week.
Shootout.
Your game of the week. You
Shootout.
stick with your boy. You stick with
Shootout.
your boy.
I picked... No. I'm picking the Packers.
Oh, what?
I'm picking the Packers. I don't think
Giving
Aaron
up on
Rodgers is going to
Watson?
lose 2 games in a row.
Giving up on Watson.
I'm not giving up on him, but I don't think he's better than Aaron Rodgers. He's still a top 10 quarterback, probably top
I'm
7.
going Packers. Lions, Falcons. This game sucks.
Falcons,
I'm going
2 games straight.
Lions.
Why? Give a reason. Give the people a reason why you're picking this, or are you just doing it to disagree with me?
Matt Ryan.
So you think Stafford's better than Matt Ryan?
Yo.
Who has a better offense?
Falcons, probably.
Okay, then. So why would you pick the Lions? Who going to score for them? Because Marvin Jones Jr. is irrelevant. I've deleted him from my...
Adrian Peterson.
No, it's going to be
90
Swift
yards.
this week, and I have him. So nice try.
I'm going Lions.
Okay.
Steelers, Titans.
Game of the week.
Should be your game of the week.
Steelers. I think the Titans are overrated.
I'm going Titans.
Oh, Chris.
Oops. Make sure I write that right.
I got another game of the week.
They're
that's
not
gonna
stopping
shock some
Derrick
people.
Henry.
Derrick Henry's not about to. You do know the Steelers don't give up 100 yards to any running back
Well,
ever.
This week,
Let's
going
bet he
to
don't get
this
100
week.
yards. What we betting?
20.
20? He
Sure.
get 100 yards?
Yeah.
That's a bet.
My money when you lose.
So you picking the Titans?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
going
all
Titans.
right. We betting on the game too? Another 20?
No, I'll stick with
All
my,
right,
I'll
all
stick
right.
with my
I'm
20
picking the
for
Steelers.
Tannehill just needs to be formidable and give the ball to Henry. Henry's going to.
What if they stopping him though? Can you rely on him to sling it? Sling it to who? AJ Brown? He's good. I'm not saying that. AJ Brown is good. That's one guy. Whoever, if they double him, who's going to score?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. They need another receiver.
What was this at? I'm trying to think who else they got in the lineup.
Corey Davis, come on, man. Humphreys, come on, man.
Humphreys, yeah, I picked him up.
Humphreys is decent, but he's
He'll
inconsistent.
have a game here.
Yeah, here and there, right.
That's about it.
But you double AJ Brown, and they have nothing to throw the ball
They're not
to.
gonna double
So
him.
hopefully they won't have to. Henry runs
They're
good.
going to assume that they can stop him.
It's just them 3: Brown, Davis, and Humphreys. No one else even matter. Frisker had a game last week. I picked him up just in case Janoku Smith is hurt.
But listen, That's what it's going to be. Seahawks, Cardinals. It'll be a decent game, but I'm going Seahawks.
Yeah, I think this will be a solid game. I think this will be a solid game, but yeah, I'm going Russell Wilson.
You don't like Russell Wilson.
That don't mean I don't respect talent. He's a top 5 quarterback. Probably top 3.
He's arguably number 1 right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. You definitely can make a case.
Chiefs, Broncos, this game shouldn't be that good. I'm going Chiefs.
Come on, man. Just mark it.
Drew Lock.
Mark it.
Lock?
Mark it! I will never pick Lock.
Jaguars start. This game's terrible.
Hubbard, have him starting in my other fantasy league.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers.
Chargers.
49ers Patriots should be a pretty good game if Cam Newton has more than 150 yards.
I'm going to give Cam one more chance. I'm going to go Patriots. If they lose this game and badly, I think I might give up on the Patriots.
I'm going to go 49ers. They seem to be rolling with Garoppolo back in the lineup. Kittle's is there still. He's healthy.
You love that name, Kittle. You like that name, man?
No.
You want me to give him back to him for Waller so I can show y'all I'm still legit?
Mm.
You going to veto that one?
Buccaneers, Raiders should be a good game. Raiders are at home if it really matters.
Buccaneers, and I told y'all they're a title contender this season, didn't I?
You're going Bucks?
I told y'all. The Buccaneers will be in the NFC Championship game against the Saints. Would have said Dallas if Dak Prescott didn't get hurt, but so much for that. Huh?
Saints ain't going nowhere.
Why aren't they? Gamora, top 5. Michael Thomas, top 3. Drew Brees, top 5.
Kind of stopped listening to you a second ago, so.
Yeah, all right. Drew Brees not top 5 quarterback?
Oh, right this year? Probably not.
Top 10?
Yeah, top 10.
Michael Thomas not top 3 receiver?
Oh,
Probably top 2?
Yeah, of course.
Gamara's not a top 5 running back?
Gamora?
Have you looked at his fantasy points? You do know he got more fantasy points than any other running back, right? Did you know that? Oh, yeah, guess who has Gamara in his other league?
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah, huh?
Nobody cares. So, I'm looking at, Raiders got a solid lineup.
Waller.
Raiders at home.
Waller.
As well. Alright. And then Bears Rams. This game is mediocre, but with good records. Although the Rams, I think they still have a winning record. Yeah, 4-2. I don't like this game. I don't. Rams, Bears, who you thinking?
Rams.
Yeah, I mean, Nick Foles hasn't been great, and Aaron Donald's going to smack him around a bit. Montgomery's okay. I mean, he's pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to go Rams as well. I don't really think that the Bears are actually that good.
They're not really that good. Other than Allen Robinson, name somebody that makes an impact on their team.
Montgomery.
Win.
What do you mean?
Have you looked at his fantasy points?
Yeah, he's averaging 50 basically in both. He's rushing and
his
catching.
projections, he's only reached his projections once all season. That's not good.
Yeah.
Montgomery sucks, man. He ain't no better than Singletary.
Mark it down.
I will never draft either one of them again unless I just have to.
He'll be alright.
No, you'll be alright. I'm undefeated.
Lucky.
Will I lose a game?
Yeah, you will.
2.
I don't know. Probably me the next time we play.
We won't play again. That was our last meeting until the
No,
playoffs.
it's not. We're in the same
I'll
division.
have a bye week the first round. Will you?
Which,
Yeah,
if you win the division, no.
Why wouldn't I win the division?
Because I'm coming back.
No, you're not. Who do you play this week? Cornelius, you lost.
I don't even know who I played with. I'm going to win. I haven't looked.
Oh yeah, me and Cornelius have something brewing, by the way.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So I hope you're ready for this, and you
Collusioners.
better not fucking delete it.
I'm about to start video.
See, that's cheating. I don't like you being commissioner. That's
everything.
cheating. Why are you cheating?
I haven't cheated yet, but I'm not gonna keep putting up with these dumb trades.
It's not. Excuse. What you feel is a dumb trade may not be a dumb trade to us. You can't just veto it because you don't think it's right.
Next year there is going to be a league veto.
So everybody in the league got to agree on every trade.
What's going to happen if there's a questionable trade, where it's happened multiple times this year, I'm going to, which I think I'll do, I will be a part of it because I'm the commissioner in the opposite division because it won't affect them any because they're not.
I don't care what trades people make unless it's just bone right. Like that bullshit trade that they made for Michael Thomas to give what's your name Thomas and Hopkins. You didn't have an issue with that, but as soon as Kittles went with me, you just jumped the tree.
I have talked about every bad trade this year, and it's going to be a league-wide. Well, not league-wide. It's going to be me in the opposite division. If they trade, if one person is in each of the divisions, maybe I'll just have to do the whole league division. But if it's in the same division, which probably won't happen because
they change divisions every year.
I haven't.
No, keep our same divisions every year.
They have been.
What the winner is? 400?
I don't remember. I had got to count it out.
25 times 12?
Stan Van Gundy.
That's a great...
Stan Van Gundy is going to
pick
the
up
Pelicans. I would say Pelicans.
That's an awesome pickup for him. He can coach his butt off. He can coach, and he's made the finals before, people, with Dwight Howard and those shooters. He knows what he's doing. This is a great pickup for the Pelicans.
I mean, he's bounced around a bit. I mean,
should have stayed with Orlando.
I think he was pushed out.
Yeah, he was, because they should have kept that team together. Orlando could have went back to the finals.
They had a run with the Magic. He didn't do much with the Pistons.
Nothing.
He didn't do nothing with the Heat. Oh, well, you know what?
I mean, naming teams he didn't have no talent with. He wasn't no talent on that Pistons team.
He got pushed out.
He got pushed out of Orlando and Miami.
Pat Riley pushed him out to take over to get himself a ring, I think, honestly. But he did have a lot of talent there, and they kind of were underachieving. But hey, I think he kind of got screwed out of the Miami job. The Pistons, I'm trying to see. They got his records. I think he was okay with the Pistons. I think they made a couple playoffs, but they're in the playoffs. Just coaching record.
Wow. Breaking news, people. LSU is banning Odell Beckham Jr. for 2 years from their facility for handing out cash after the national title.
We posted that.
It's also removing 8 scholarships.
We posted that like 2 hours ago.
No, you didn't. That don't mean the people heard it. Some people ain't been on Facebook.
They should have.
So now they know.
Well, that's just stupid. So out there fucking handing money to kids like an idiot. What is his overall win-loss?
Come to the Warriors, Gallinari.
That can't be true. This isn't right. Can't be. Oh, there it goes. Here we go. So, I mean, it's above 500.
Right.
Wait, hold on. His losses barely. I mean, 577.
Like I said, keep in mind, those years in Detroit, he had no talent at all.
Miami, he had a winning record, except when he got the boot. They were 11-10. That's when he got the boot. Orlando, he was good in Orlando. Made the finals, went to the playoffs every year. Detroit, they were above 500 once with Detroit, but they didn't have a whole lot of talent.
I would say they didn't have no talent on that team, man.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, they got some potential with the Pelicans. Like I said, I'm still not sold on Zion. Ball, he's alright. Ingram looks to be good. And from there, it's just some role players. So we'll see what happens with that. But I mean, like I said, there's not unless you're going assistants, there wasn't a lot of options out there. You see, the Rockets still don't have a coach. I think we mentioned Ty Lue last episode.
He's hired.
Went to Went to the Clippers.
The Clips.
The Pacers, although it doesn't really matter, they picked up the Raptors assistant coach, Kevin Bjorgen. I don't even know how to say his name.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that mess.
We'll see what happens there. I think Oladipo wants out, so I mean the Pacers are.
Yeah, they're done. They won't make the playoffs next year.
They'll be done.
Yeah, they're finished.
Also NBA wise, I saw a report that the Warriors may be interested in Bradley Beal.
The funny thing is the Warriors really can do what they want with any player they want. Like having that second round draft pick and Wiggins, they can do what they want, man.
Well,
they can get whoever they want.
I wouldn't say that.
If they get Bradley Beal, it's a wrap, y'all. It's over. You know it. Bradley Beal is a 30-point scorer with 5 rebounds and 5 assists, and his defense is solid, and he can shoot, and he can handle. You can put Clay at the 3 and put Beal at the 2. Like, how are you going to guard all them people?
I mean, listen.
Steph, Clay, Beal, Draymond, and the center.
Number one, Draymond's putting up like 8 points.
It's not about his scoring. It's about his playmaking and his defense.
So,
it's not about his scoring. He's not going to score probably 10 points a game.
I'm not sold on them just yet because they don't have a bench like they did with KD.
They have a young bench that people are sleeping on. Pascal being the leader of it.
So we'll see. Like, I mean, that definitely puts them back in the hunt for a title.
They're definitely should be the favorite.
Listen, their bench isn't as good as it was.
What? That's it. Name something else. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Outside of those 3 scorers, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Just like outside of Clay, Steph, and Durant. What do you mean? They won twice.
They had a better bench.
Oh, yeah, they had Livingston and Iguodala.
Iguodala's won Finals MVP.
Yeah, he won Finals MVP once when they just gave it to him because Steph had 27 a game.
Listen, he won Finals MVP.
Do you think that was fair?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think he had a bigger impact on that Finals.
So the best player just didn't have an impact. Would they even been there everyone for the best player?
I think Iguodala was a pivotal part in that final.
He was. I'm not saying that. He won't
so
ever
we'll
be
see what
again.
happens. I mean, I think it might be an interesting offseason, although I don't even know if they set a start date for the NBA.
January.
They mentioned January. Some people said like Christmas. So we'll see what happens. It hasn't been set yet.
2 more months, people. We got another season.
And it's crazy because the NBA should be started now.
82 games.
In a normal life outside of this pandemic, it would have been started this month. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Some interest stuff. Some names are flying around for trades and.
No. Name some names.
Paul
George.
Speaking of,
if Paul George goes to the Nets, it's over. It's over.
There's NBA execs I read somewhere that says that they don't think this Clippers team is going to stay intact. They're going to break up this roster in some fashion. So someone's leaving the Clippers. Oladipo wants out of Indiana. Bradley Beal's a good chance he's leaving Washington because, I mean, I've heard his name with multiple teams now, the Lakers, the Warriors. We'll see if the Bucks move Giannis at some point to try to get somebody.
I heard a 3-team trade is in brew for Harden.
I've heard Harden
may go to the Clippers. Paul George may go to the Nets, and then the Rockets get all the young people. Dinwiddie, LeVert, draft picks, people like that. Allen.
So, I mean, I think they might not. I think that they're going to break that Rockets team up. So Harden or Westbrook. I think Westbrook will be more likely to be dealed. Chris Paul has been mentioned going to the Lakers. So we'll see what happens. It could be some interesting stuff this offseason or when the season begins.
Do you think Chris Paul going to the Lakers is enough for them to repeat?
If the Warriors don't get Bradley Beal, yes.
So you think if they just stay with Clay, Steph, and Draymond and Wiggins, the Warriors can't win?
No, I don't believe in Wiggins.
You don't think Wiggins is a 20-point scorer?
On this team, no. I'll give him 15, which isn't that off. But, I mean, he's putting up points with the Wolves who are trash.
20.
I mean, someone's got to score. Outside of Karl Anthony Towns, who else did they have? Nobody.
So you don't think people being so focused on Clay and Steph that Wiggins ain't going to get open shots all game?
I don't think he's that good of a shooter.
Well, he's a slasher.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get to the rim all the time. I mean, the floor should be spread out, but I never believed in Wiggins, even when I thought the Cavs were going to keep him. I didn't believe in him. So yeah, if the Warriors don't get another name and the Lakers got Chris Paul, yeah, I think they'll be a lock for the.
What if the Lakers get Giannis? Are you going to watch the NBA?
I don't know. I mean,
because they'll never lose a game like ever. You do know that, right? They get Giannis, they'll never lose a game.
It'll be crappy again, but it is what it is. The NBA likes their.
They need to go get Paul George.
Speaking, you know what? I'm actually surprised. Speaking of coaching, that Jason Kidd didn't get another shot somewhere.
Especially maybe he will. Maybe he'll be the coach of the Pacers or the Rockets.
Well, Pacers got a coach.
Well,
Clippers are done.
The Rockets.
But his name hasn't been mentioned at all with the Rockets.
Maybe they're keeping it under secret.
I mean, he did pretty well with the Bucks.
He actually did fit very well with the Bucks. Made the playoffs every year.
I think he's coasting that. They weren't bad, but I mean, shit, I don't see why he hasn't gotten another shot.
Yeah, Jason Kidd should have. Him or Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson should have been had a job some years ago.
Listen, I read a story.
Unless Mark Jackson just doesn't want to coach, but I think he does.
I read a story about Mark Jackson and other, former players complaining about his views and how he went about stuff. Like I heard that cursing was like not allowed.
Not allowed where?
In the locker room or anywhere.
Where's it a spoken rule of that? That's not in the NBA rule book.
I heard that he tried to enforce no cursing. I mean, if you got a
boss, he didn't want. The coach didn't want anyone cussing. Okay, I could see that. I thought you said they said he can't cuss.
No, I heard that he tried to enforce like the team couldn't curse.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I guess he tried to enforce his religious views on people, and I mean, you can't do that to everybody. It's just.
I agree with that.
So I've heard that he's had some things along those lines.
So he'll never coach again.
Probably not.
Oh,
I doubt it. I don't see it. I mean, it's been what 10 years almost now.
He should have been had a job. He knows the game very well.
So yeah, Mark Jackson.
Top 10 in the shits all the time.
Mark Jackson.
And he been to a finals twice.
Stay as an announcer.
You just mean.
And that about wraps it up for this week.
Shout out to the LA Dodgers. I told y'all they were going to win.
We can mention that. The Dodgers won.
I told y'all. Kershaw and Mookie Betts.
Clayton Kershaw finally won.
What do you mean finally won? He's the best pitcher in baseball.
Man, he's been a Peyton Manning of baseball forever.
Oh, yeah, the same Peyton Manning that's the top 3 quarterback ever that won 2 Super Bowls, went to 3.
Clayton Kershaw has been in like 4 World Series and 0 for 4.
So that's his fault he can't pitch every game? Yeah, I think so.
He's folded, just like whatchamacallit folded with the Indians in the playoffs. Can't remember his name at this point. But yeah, Dodgers win game 1.
It's over.
They're playing again today at 8.
They play here today?
Yeah, they play at 8. So we'll see what happens there. I mean, the Dodgers should win. I mean, the Rays have been pretty good this year, but the Dodgers should win. I mean, let's be honest. So we'll see what happens with that. Alrighty. I think we'll wrap it up at that point. Hit all of our topics. This, that, and the third. Unless you got anything else, my friend. Do you have anything else?
Y'all be safe out there, man. Okay. Stay aware and don't let people misuse you.
I guess. Whatever the hell that's all about. Someone's going through it in life, apparently.
Shut up, man.
But yeah. So again, like I said, we got the YouTube views up this week, man. I appreciate everyone that clicked the link and watched YouTube. So continue that. Just go subscribe if you haven't yet. We need them subscribers up and the views up, please. So yeah, Black and White Just Sports on YouTube, Facebook, the group Black and White Just Sports, the page Black and White Just Sports. We always post news and stuff like that. I think we're gonna start interacting some way. We're gonna start.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have some people
with like some polls or something
coming
like that.
on, right?
So we'll get that going a little different as well. And then Instagram, Twitter, go follow us on them. All right. So with that being said, I think we're gonna wrap it up for Black and White Just Sports. I am Pat.
I am Dante.
So we'll catch y'all next week, motherfuckers.
Peace. Ugh.